Cage Titans 40, August 18th, we're back at Plymouth Memorial Hall. That night we're going to have a lot of title fights for you, amateur and professional in the main event. Joining me now, I have one of those amateur title fights in the welterweight division. I have the defending champ, Trevor Gudde, and the challenger, Neil Von Flatern. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, Rich.
So, first off, I'm just going to start with you, the champ. So, Trevor, you won the title. You're here defending. So, taking on a challenger like Neil, what kind of mindset are you going in with this one?
It's still the same mindset as my last few fights. This is a great opportunity to go in and see if what I've been working on is working. It's all the things I've been working with my striking and ground game and bringing my wrestling up to the level that I'm comfortable with it being at, and then getting in there knowing that it works in the fight. In the last few fights I've gotten to experiment with different stuff, and obviously it's going fairly well. But as I'm about to go pro, it's kind of time to start wrapping it all together and making it less about individual experiments and more about like the fight as a whole. So I'm looking forward to that chess match. Yeah.
So Neil, you're coming in on a 2-year layoff. You've never fought in this promotion before. Do you feel like you're coming into hostile territory to take on Trevor?
No, I think everybody loves me immediately after they meet me, and so I'm not really worried about it.
Okay. So Trevor, you being the hometown guy, is this just another fight for you, or what do you think about going pro? What's the deal?
Yeah. This is a good step, and it's in the direction that I want to be going. I'm going to do this one. I have a Muay Thai fight coming up after that, and then yeah, trying to go pro. Start making a little more money. Making this my life, and my gym's doing well. We're just opening up another location right now, so everything's moving in the correct direction. It's almost going eerily well. We were talking about that earlier. Like I'm getting good at the fight camp. The diet's almost enjoyable at this point. Like it's all kind of coming to fruition, like we were talking about. It's all almost. It's not. The discomfort of those first few fight camps isn't there anymore. Like I'm not just laying at home gasping for air after training. Like I have time to think and reflect and look back on what I want to do.
Okay, so Neil, like I said before, 2-year layoff. You're coming in straight into a title fight with probably the top 170-pound fighter, amateur fighter in the area. What kind of, you got to be a crazy man to do something like that. What's your mindset going into that?
First of all, I think anybody who's wanting to fight people inside the cage is a little crazy to begin with. But I actually just started a new job recently, kind of like you were saying. Like everything's starting to go in a really positive direction for me, And then this fight came up, and I said, you know what, this is just another step in that positive direction, because he's 5-0. He's clearly doing this for a while. He's not just going to back out for no reason like I've had other people do. But the second I started work, there was a saying on the side of the door that said, "Old ways won't open new doors." And I kind of took that to heart as my training camp started and all this other stuff, and I've been really working on my mentality during camp and things that I want to change. I'm actively really trying to pursue, and I just think I'm not going to be the same person that I was before. I think I'm going to be a new person.
And so Trevor, as the undefeated champ, do you feel like you've been able to keep a level head with that, or?
Oh yeah. It was funny. I talked about this in my last interview. After I won the belt, it was almost kind of a bummer. Like I thought it would be more satisfying. I won the belt and immediately was like, all right, well now I need more. Now I need that next step. This is not satisfying. Like I worked really hard for that. I worked harder than I've ever worked for anything in my life over the last 5-6 years to get to the point that I'm at now. But I recognize the potential that I have, and I'm not happy with where I'm at still. I'm extremely driven to get well beyond this. So amateur title was cool, it was awesome, but if anything, it made me train more. Yeah, to kind of conquer that dissatisfaction. Because normally you get done with your fight, you get that post-fight, especially if you win. Winning helps. But you get like a few months where or a month or two where you can kind of relax and be happy with what you did and everything. It was 2 days after I won that belt. I was like, that's not how I thought that would feel. Yeah, I need more than this. So training's been amped up. If anything, we're bringing in more coaches and running and crap and all that stuff. Yeah, it's the worst.
It's the best way to describe running.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah.
Absolute crap.
So Neil, Cage Titans, we're kind of considered one of the top promotions in the area. What does the Cage Titans belt mean to you?
I think it's just kind of a new start for me. Like when I lost my last fight, there were some circumstances that I wasn't happy with the way it all went down. And then I've been trying to get back on that grind, and I haven't left the gym at all or anything. I've been helping Matt through 6 or 7, I don't even know how many fight games. You know what I mean? So the training hasn't stopped, the drive hasn't stopped. I just couldn't get hooked up with the right fight. I couldn't get hooked up with the right promotion. And your guys' name come up. I got really excited because I know the reputation you guys have. And then, I remember I was sitting on the toilet taking the poop when Matt texted me, and he was like he mentioned, that Trevor was looking for a fight, and they, they may offer me the title shot, and I just remember almost jumping off of the toilet, and then I was like, wait, I'm taking a
You
poop.
almost shit yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily my pants are down, and that wasn't a problem. But no, this is really like I said, old ways won't open new doors. This is a new me, and this is the start of my new journey.
I guess just to wrap it up, just some final words for you. So Trevor, you got anything you want to say to Neil?
No, I'm excited that you took the fight. Train hard, be ready, all that stuff. Everything you expect here going into a fight. At this point, because I'm in it for the experience, like we were talking earlier, I don't have so much as a prediction as much as finding the fastest way from point A to point B. And I think it'll be fun to play that.
Neil?
Just thank you for the opportunity. You know what I mean? I think Matt said it to me a bunch of times, and I've heard other people who are at the level that we're all kind of at, where we're not at the I want to fight a one-on-one guy anymore. You know what I mean? We're all that close level where it's you could go pro within a fight or two, and taking the tough fights is what makes people champions. So I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, cool. So there you have it, guys. August 18th, these two men will do battle for the welterweight title. They shake hands. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. We'll see you at the fight.